Well, it is all over in Pretoria derby. Mawuthanda uthi it's one derby. The only derby that we see edlalwa over the week on Wednesday at night. Mamelodi Sundowns 3, Supersport United. We saw 2 beautiful goals. Brace Matthews and a nice goal from Adams. One player who was said to be killing his career by joining Mamelodi Sundowns. But he said, no, I'm taking a goal and a man of the match today. They say I'm giving them something to talk about. This is my views, my expressions, and please do subscribe, share, we are here and sekuphathele ngaphathwa abaningi. Elami igama usiboniso Sizo owakomnikazi sibongo, and as usual angambi ngedwa ngiphethe umsayiphosi.
Good evening, Mzansi. This is a review of the second edition of the Tshwane Derby, where we saw Sundowns collecting maximum 6 points against their arch rivals, Supersport United.
Hey, the smile.
Yeah, what about the smile?
The smile. Hey, you're excited.
I just watch football. I love football.
Is it?
That's why I'm excited, and I'm talking about football.
It's just about that.
Yeah.
Beautiful game, Fethu. We saw a different lineup, maybe some changes as far as lineup is concerned from what we saw on the previous game. So I'm not sure whether do you think some players are being rested, because we saw early substitution about 50-something minutes when Ribeiro was called out. Are now players being rested for the game that is coming over the weekend, the Orlando Pirates, or what? What did you make of the lineup? Maybe let's start there.
Yeah, we saw a couple of changes in the lineup, more especially in the back line. We saw Tiwane coming in from Modiba, and then Lebusa for Grant, and then in the middle we saw Adams from Kulise, and then Pambili we saw Shalolile and Ribeiro, and then Utesh coming in for Urenas. So those are you can say minor but major changes in today's lineup. I don't think as much as we are playing against Pirates who are seemingly trying to catch Sundowns.
Wow, seemingly.
Yeah, seemingly are trying to catch Sundowns, but it happens to be one of the games that we need to condition our players to be on the good level and good condition to roll, because these guys are playing almost every 2-3 days, so you have to try and manage them.
Coach spoke about it and said some players need to be rested because they play, just like you say, they playing consistently. So do you think the changes or the lineup in Mamelodi Sundowns has nothing to do with the game that is coming over the weekend?
It has to.
It does have an element.
Yeah, it does have to. I mean, it has to do with the next game.
Yeah.
Just the next game.
It's not just the next game that is coming, but we will talk about it when the time is right to talk about it. Let's talk about this game. The first half, from where I was standing, I saw Mamelodi Sundowns being dominant. And as we saw those 2 goals, Shalulile being on form, always trying to make something happening there at the front. But Supersport was coming in patches, but they were not really determined to go see this is what they are trying to do. How did you make of the entire game?
Yeah, I think firstly I think Gavin Hunt is a good long-term team. Yeah, I would say so. I think the talent there at Supersport is amazing, and the potential of these young boys is amazing. You saw Khatebe. Khatebe was just in the MTC recently at Sundowns, and then he jumped to Supersport United. He played 1 season. Now he's at Supersport United, promoted. A very good left back here. He was a man of the match in the last 2 or 3 games. And then today he had a good game. Unfortunately, he got a red card later on in the game. I can't fault him with that. And then we saw Mbanga Som. He's said to be coming from around Chad. And then Ime Ekon, the South African Nigerian centre back. And then we saw Inigo Movi, one of the
favorites, Gabros.
One of the luckiest players that I've seen in the PSL.
I think he works hard. He's not just lucky. I think he works hard.
Yeah, it's complimentary.
Because now you're making as if it's just he's getting lucky by being called to the national team.
I'm saying he's lucky because he seems to be likable by the
He
coaches.
works for it. That's my point.
Yeah, of course he's working for it. He can't be playing football without working. Of course. Yeah. So yeah, I think he has a good team. He has a good team. Unfortunately, he's working for Stan Matthews. Stan Matthews wakes up today and sells anyone. That's the sad part about
Sundowns is killing Supersport.
Stan Matthews is allowing that with
But Sundowns is taking players. Even the next season, the many players that you're mentioning right now, they are going to Sundowns.
Yeah, but it's not only Sundowns that takes from Supersports, but it has to be like that.
What do you mean it has to be like that? Namhlanje we saw Williams, we saw Maseko, I can count the players at Supersports that we saw with Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah, the Pirates now about the Supersport.
We're not talking about Pirates here. We're analyzing Sundowns as Supersport.
But you can't be saying umuntu wezinto as if abanye abayenzi. We have to compare. Kumanje you're telling me about Tito Masangai. Masangai was the same thing. He was a Supersport, not very good at Supersport, not very consistent at Supersport, but he was bought by Pirates. Pirates.
No, let's come back to Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm finished jump. So we go to first half. We've got 2 goals. Mamelodi Sundowns got 2 goals, and to half time it's 2-0. You are Gavin Hunt coming from Durban, Kotakshawa Mazulu, and then now you are playing a derby, the derby, one of the biggest games in South African football. You are playing that game, and you are wounded. And now at halftime, 2-0, you are trailing. What do you say to your players?
Yeah, just be not fearless and just, if got nothing to lose. I think he has to put that mentality into his players and just tell them to just play the football that they know. And you saw the results of that when they came back from the half time. They played like they were very fearless, and they tried to use the space that Sundowns was giving them. Unfortunately, Sundowns were very good and solid at the back with Dabo Lebusa, Koza, and Utiwani and Benozugu.
Yeah.
So I think Joba Ngisho, there is talent at Supersport United. It just needs to be nurtured and be played consistently at the highest level. Supersport can be one of the top teams in the next 1 or 2 seasons. But the thing is, they sell.
So first half we saw Ribeiro all over Supersport. Bangasom. And you even mentioned that every time Ribeiro got the ball, he wants to face this guy. And second half, we saw the very same thing from Ribeiro until he was substituted.
Yeah.
And that early substitution that I was talking about, we would see maybe now he is being saved for the next game, or what is happening?
Yeah, he was all over. I think he finished the game in the first half. He had done everything that he could do in the first half to dismantle Opekline
and hit the post.
And then hit the post and pass. Shaluli hit the post as well. So it was. I think it was a very good game. And as a coach, when you see that your team has scored so many goals, and you still have very good players in the bench who are still struggling with confidence, and they're still struggling to get back their form, you have no reason not to introduce them and just give them an opportunity in a game where you seemingly dominating it. Just to a game. And we saw that with the introduction of our Oscarville, Masegos, and Duane started.
Yeah. But now I think it's his opportunity to get some minutes.
And Suarez.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about Suarez, because we jumped to him. I wanted to actually talk about him because he's a new signing, and then he gets an opportunity to get in on the second half. And Umjita, is international, so a lot is expected from him. So from what you saw today, do you think umnandi?
Yeah, I saw all the elements that I expect from firstly a centre back, and secondly an international centre back. Although he was not too challenged, but I saw him engaging the game, being engaged in the game, and he was around, in and around Nukovic. I think he dealt well with him, and Nukovic didn't get any opportunity. He did the interceptions against him. He was connecting the ball very well with his partners, Ukoza and Ulebusa. And yeah, I think I saw all the basics. Of course, he came when the game was very favorable to his side.
Yeah.
And he was not very much challenged. But yeah, I think for his confidence and just setting his foot on the team, this was a good game for him.
But then there was no challenge. There was no challenge. I don't think much can be said by.
But why?
We've seen a lot of these players. Who's that player that just left with Sundowns? Buying our players go 60 million, 70 million, but they turn out to be
we are comparing two different players.
No, I'm just stating our players. There's nothing much that I saw. I saw some touches. Like anybody can do those passes, but we're not there. Let us close. Ribeiro, you praised Ribeiro, Sabuki Gamer, you praised Ribeiro even now. From the games that we have seen thus far, do you think, is there a player that is better than Ribeiro currently in South Africa?
Yeah, there is.
Who do you think is better than Ribeiro?
Ribeiro Costa.
Wow. The only player that is better than him is himself.
Yeah, he's competing with himself in the league.
But then, we've got Tito Maswanganyi, we've got Mfukeng, we've got Abamdu Shabalala, we've got Abo Serino. Then you are telling me whatever. We've got Maketeni Makaula. And you're telling me.
You can compare Makaula with Utewa Homkwena, no. Nerazo Lejali Chiefs, Oaks.
I'm talking about the all-rounder.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ribeiro competes with himself.
So all these players that I'm mentioning are good to Digi.
No, they are good. I appreciate their talent. But you can't be mentioning Sereno. Sereno is not playing at Chiefs. Umdu is a very good player. In fact, Umdu is my favorite player in the league. I like the boy. He does a lot of things for the page. Yeah, Chiefs. And he's a very good player, but he's been on and off with injuries. And then we have Tito Maswanganyi, whom I think in the game mode, the Orlando Pirates, he's very good and he's very influential. But I don't think he's at the level of Lucas Ribeiro Costa, the Brazilian.
Mfukeng
is exceptional as well. But since I don't know if it was intentional from the coach, but since the introduction of Nkota, I see most of the balls being played to Nkota or Nkota no hot.
Can we close?
Why?
Because you don't make any sense. Mufukeng has been consistently playing and scoring and creating some chances for others.
How many goals has he got in the league?
Also in the CAF Champions League, he scores. I'm
talking about the league. Ribeiro has his own stats as well in the Champions League. We can't be going there. We are talking about Betway now. If you want us to go there, we will go there. But I don't think we have much time to do that today.
Well,
we are in the league.
It's his views, not my views. But what I know is, this is my views, my expressions. Please do subscribe, share, we are here. And we want to hear your comments. From me, I'm going to they are out of here.
I was born of this.